Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Akron's hottest and fastest growing show, Free Throw to Go. I'm your host, Hank Forrester, coming to you live from the Akron Fossil and Science Center. Yay. Today we get to meet the folks that run this facility, and we get a tour as well. But before we do that, let's have a big round of applause once again. Joining us live, let's hear it for Lindy.
How you doing, Hank?
I am just living the dream.
All right, today's episode is brought to us by the Stray Dog Food Cart. Making Akron more Akron-y since 2009, the carts have hit the streets, so look for them around town. You can stop by their flagship location underneath the main Akron Library, or you can head out to the Northside Marketplace as well. Today's show is also brought to us by Acme Fresh Markets. The 7 Steaks of Summer program has returned. How did I not know about this?
I know, right?
Man. Each week, a new cut of steak will be featured. Simply purchase that steak, and you'll be entered to win potentially free groceries for a year. Sounds good to me. This week, sirloins are just $3.99 a pound, so stop in for some great cuts.
I always do it, okay? So each week's a different steak, okay? So regardless of whether I was entered. But, I mean, like, for example, so I went in, I usually get, Daddy gets his little special steak, so whatever it is, I get the bigger one. And then I got the whole family. It was like $18 for all of us, for all good. Each sirloin's about that big, okay? So, yeah, check that out at your Acme local fresh market stores. Folks, today's also brought to us by Cycling Solutions. If you guys are in need of bike repairs, bike adjustments, special fittings, initial bike setup, or coaching and counseling, Cycling Solutions can help you with all of that. Tom's expertise, which just expanded, by the way, and process is second to none in the Akron area. He's right here in Copley, and I encourage you to reach out to him either on Facebook or online at www.cyclingsolutions.net. And finally, this weather's finally improving now, so I'm guaranteeing that there are a lot of bikes out this weekend. So a lot of you are getting your bikes out of your garage for the first time, and you're thinking, oh, well, why isn't this shifting right? Oh, well, why isn't it braking right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Reach out to Tom. He can fix all of that for you.
Yeah, brakes are pretty important.
Brakes are important. Brakes are important.
I heard some guy yesterday, we were at Valley Cafe, and some guy was on his motorcycle. He goes, come on, my brakes aren't working good. I'm like, You should probably fix that. Yeah.
Yeah. Point being, though, especially for those of us parents and stuff that you got trailers with the kids behind you and all that, just reach out to somebody that can fix your bikes for you before you take them full on your great adventures this summer, okay? Guys, in addition, today's also brought to us by Nick's Landscaping. They're located conveniently on the border between Norton and Copley. Nick's been taking care of yards for over 20 years. No projects too big or small. Yes, they're busy right now, but get on their docket. Give them a call at 330-666-7000. It's the easiest phone number to remember in Akron. 666-7000. And also our newest sponsor, which we just flipped the sign right here, that's Mobile Screen of Ohio. They're a premier provider of workplace substance abuse testing. They offer comprehensive compliance, consulting, as well as collection programs and services dedicated to helping companies reduce and manage risk and exposure within their work environments. Whether you're an employer, a governmental entity, or a concerned parent, Mobile Screen of Ohio provides a complete line of drug and alcohol testing services and programs to fit your needs. Bills paid. Check out our sponsors. We love them. All right. All right, folks. So first off, thanks for tuning in to all of our walkabouts this past few weeks. In the last couple of weeks, we went and took a tour of the Kenmore Boulevard area that's working real hard on revamping themselves, and to see what the neighborhood's working to do toward their new renaissance. On top of that, we also had a very soggy Father's Day car show at Stan Hewitt Hall, but we are so gracious to Stan Hewitt for allowing us to get a chance to talk with them and then to get a chance to see the cars and to share that time as a father with my kids, where the toddler basically just abandoned and ditched her umbrella and went with her princess crown and just got soaked and didn't even care. Okay, she's just like, I got this. I'm like, okay, go on, kid. And then most recently, obviously, the Akron and Canton areas have been like inundated with rains. So we've had a lot of heavy flooding, and we did some flood coverage as well, and we've been trying to get some of those folks some help as well. So you can check all that out. But today we get to highlight a very hidden gem. How many people, raise your hand, Akron, out there? By the way, nobody's probably going to watch this episode live because you're probably all outside right now on a boat or canoeing, kayaking, doing all that fun stuff. I understand that that's fine. I will rewatch it tonight as a watch party so you can watch it with me, and I'll comment along with you tonight. All right. But in the meantime, we wanted to do it live here in the afternoon when the weather is gorgeous so that we can enjoy it outside as well. But we're at this wonderful gem at the Akron Fossil and Science Center. It's right on Cleveland-Massillon Road. Now, most of the people in Copley are familiar with this place, most. But when you get outside that little Copley bubble, I don't know if all of Akron or Northeast Ohio knows of this place. And we're so excited to share it with you guys today. It is located right on Cleveland-Massillon Road, and when you drive by it, it's this tiny little brick building, and you look at it and you go, okay, all right. There's so much more than meets the eye. It's like the perfect version of a transformer, okay? So here we are. So let's have a big round of applause for our guests who are graciously hosting us, for Alexandria and Jody. Yay. All right. So, I told you guys when you go to, just hold that mic closer because we're remote right now. Oh, Kim's waving hi. Hi, Kim. Thanks for tuning in. She's like, hey, we're here. So tell us your Akron story. That's always how I start. So whatever you want to share with us, who you are, how you grew up here and all that good stuff.
Sure. My name is Alexandria Shaw. I am the outreach coordinator here, so I do a little bit of everything, marketing, grant writing, just getting the word out about this place. I grew up right here in the Akron area, all the way elementary school through high school, went out to college in Indiana, but I came back here. I think Akron's one of the best places to live. You're so close to national parks, and I just love it here.
Us too. I always say, one of the features of our show is we like to say that we're all Akron kids doing Akron things, right? There's a certain thing that happens when a lot of us do go away to college, and a lot of us do go and take jobs across the country and stuff. But for the most part, the majority of people end up coming back because it's a wonderful place to live. Okay, Jody?
My name is Jody Brewer. I'm the executive director here at Akron Fossils and Science Center, and I grew up in Brimfield. So not too far from here, still 330.
Still 330. All right. So how long has this place been here? Tell us the history. Give us the generic history.
Sure. This place has been here since 2005, which always surprises people. But we started off just a tiny little center. Our founder actually had his financial business upstairs. We had printers right in this room. It was rented out, and we were just one tiny little room. And our goal is really just to share a lot of different perspectives in different branches of science, and just to make it affordable and hands-on. And over the years, we've grown. We now have 2 different branches of our organization, our community branch and our creation branch. And that's just our way to serve 2 different communities. And we just continue adding our programming throughout the year. So we have programming now all the way from preschool up to adults. And it just started off in one little room and the vision of our founder.
That's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell us some of the programs that you offer over the summertime.
Okay, well, I can speak on that. In the summer, we really like to enhance the learning for kids so that they can get outside and do some hands-on science and not be stuck in watching TV and all that. So we have 6 summer camps, and they're all themed. So we have Dinosaur Adventure Camp, which was last week. This week, Wacky Science is coming up. And the theme of that is slime science, so that's going to be a fun one. And we have space exploration camp. We have crime scene investigation for the budding forensic scientist. And we have STEAM camp. And our STEAM camp, science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics, that's always themed to a different theme. This year it's sea creature STEAM. So it'll be on the marine biology world and applying all those letters to it. So we do a lot like that kind of themed-based science learning for the kids.
That's really cool. So tell us about some of the pricing and then what the hours are for those different things.
Okay, well, for the camps, we have morning session and we have afternoon, or you can get a bundle deal to do morning and afternoon. So for the morning camp, it's $105 for the week.
Okay.
If you want to do morning or afternoon, if you only want one session. If you want a bundle, you can get that for $170, and the kids just pack a lunch. That's per week. And then we also have our regular programming. We always have tons of field trips here. We have a regular program, which you'll see when we go around the different stations that you can do. So if a family just wants to come too, they can also come.
Awesome.
And just, it's $10, and we're open from 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday, and they get to go through any station they want to. And it's a great, fun opportunity.
Awesome. So obviously there's a lot of different things going on and a lot of different things to do. So do you work with the schools around here to kind of like bring some of that knowledge to them, or even have them here and host some things for them here?
Oh yeah, we do off-site speaking. Actually, I speak tomorrow at a school in the area, and so we have a museum in a backpack that we take to the schools. We have a Wild Wacky Science one that's more about the scientific method. It's the chemistry and physics side of thing, doing experiments and fun things with them. So we have traveling programs, and then they also come here for field trips and stuff.
Oh, very cool. So tell us kind of like how the center is divided up. I know you were saying there's kind of a couple different facets to that. So tell us kind of how that's divided up. You want to share?
Yeah, sure. So the way we describe our organization is one tree with two branches. So
Okay.
the core of what we do here is all that same mission, which is hands-on, affordable science that encourages critical thought. So that's really the core of what we do. And then it branches out into two separate different types of programming just to serve our different audiences. So we have our community programming, and that's the majority of what people come in and do, the schools and the families. And that has all different branches of science. So we study fossilization, we study biology, chemistry, physics through our summer camps like you saw there. And that is all hands-on, all fun, and anyone can come and enjoy that. And then we also have our creation science branch. And what that gets into a little more is origin theories. And there's lots of different origin theories out there. We dig a little more into the intelligent design theory. We do talk about science and the Bible and how those fit together, and we compare that to the evolutionary model. And our thing with that is always you decide. We love to encourage critical thought and just bring those conversations out because a lot of science centers don't explore lots of different, theories, and there's so many out there, and we love to explore that. And those are separate. We always give people the option of trying those out. And as we've progressed through the years, we've really been able to invest in those separately, and we feel like they both still have that core, that hands-on affordable science. And we're really excited to see both of those branches growing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, and I love that because when you deal with most of the folks in the scientific community, they just shut down other opinions or other belief systems. I like the term that you guys use is "you decide." Okay, so in other words, this is what we teach, this is what we show, these are the facts. You pick and you decide what you believe. It's not in other words, you're not imposing your beliefs and with that iron fist saying, this is what happened, this is how it is, blam. It's here's what we know. And then you present it, and then you allow people to make that decision for themselves. So I think that's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, so much can be learned through conversation, and we're always open to all perspectives, all conversations.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell us a little bit more about the Creation Education Museum.
So the Creation Education Museum takes you through a few different main points that people go through. So we talk about where you can find origin theories in geology, and it talks about things like the Grand Canyon, and we compare and contrast uniformitarianism with catastrophism and where those fit in. It explores, we do go into the flood theory and the Ice Age. We get into archaeology even, and what that tells us. And each different section will say, this is what one side says, this is what another side says, and we certainly have our own biases, and you're going to find that anywhere. Everyone does.
Yeah.
And each of our stations, as you'll see, has a question, and we pose that question just to get people thinking.
Nice.
And there's main points. Each exhibit has a summary, and then we also have flip books and videos. So if you want to dig deeper, you can. If you just want the main points, and that way all ages can explore it, all interest levels, and we always try to have a resource like a book or a website so people can explore further.
Yeah. Awesome. So it sounds like you could spend quite a bit of time here. So it's not like a just come in quick and walk out, and you really can spend a few hours here like really diving deep and going through different things.
Oh, definitely. You could spend hours and hours back there. There's so much information and
in multiple visits because
Yes.
the programming being so split with the Akron Fossils and Science Center side, even if you just came one time to do the tour, then you might want to come back for a Super Science Saturday, or you might want to do a camp. And so there's so many little areas, birthday parties, and so this is a really nice resource for the community. Even like she said, even if you don't want to go into the Creation Education Museum, there's so much else to explore here. And really, not everything leads to origin debates and topics. So you come to a birthday party, you're celebrating birth and life. It's not a time to discuss this theory and that theory.
Right.
It's just a fun day. And so we have a lot of those fun day opportunities too. So this could be an ongoing thing for families, and very affordable because you can bring your own lunch and stay for the day. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I do know a few folks that are members here, and that's the one thing they've mentioned, that it is extremely affordable. You get a lot of bang for your buck here, is basically what they said. So they spoke very highly of it. So, all right,
Oh, yeah.
you ready?
Well, yeah, let's go take a
We're
tour.
gonna walk. All right, so we're gonna have to unplug a couple things here.
I'll let you unplug
So
everything.
this button here goes there, and then this button here goes like that, and we'll turn this up. There's that. Okay. Now, if you would just carry that, go ahead and take it right off the stand. Okay. And let's go right over the top here.
Oh, stuck.
Hold on. What am I stuck on?
This one's stuck.
Right.
Killing me, Smalls.
Got it? We out?
All
We're
right,
free?
we're good.
Are we free?
Good. We are free.
All right, so I will have you in front of the camera with them, and I'll do the camera part.
That sounds good.
So let me unplug here. And actually, you can hold. Let's do this. Hold on. Well, go ahead and go while I'm getting set up. You guys can actually be talking about all this stuff that's in here.
So
right
I'll
now.
let you guys lead the tour because
So go ahead and start
in this big maze and
Start with
so-
everything behind us, and that way
Yeah.
I'll be flipping some cords around real quick, okay?
Okay, so this is where we usually will start the tour. So our field trips, our families, we'll start them off in this nice big room, and we call this our fossil tour. So we talk all about the process of fossilization because a lot of people, they think of dinosaurs, but we like to show them, how many. And so we walk them through that process, and what really sets us apart from a lot of other science centers is you get to touch them, you get to hold them. So we take real fossils and we put those in your hands, and it's not just kids that get excited about that, adults do too. So they get to hold the real fossils. We talk about real versus replica and tie that in later when we make fossil replicas. So even here in a more lecture-based part of our tour, it's very hands-on.
Nice. So where would you like to go from here?
We can head over to our animal room, and that's where we will often take our groups next.
Go ahead, I'm following you.
All right.
I'll follow you guys.
All right.
All right, so this is our animal room. So we've got lots of different stuff in here. We have 5 snakes in total, and those have all been raised by hand, so everyone loves to get to hold the snakes.
Aww.
And we've got guinea pigs. And, in our mission statement, we say we're all about studying the science of the past, present, and future. And this is part of the present. We talk all about how some of these are living fossils. We find them in the fossil record, and we get to let the kids hold them, like our little guy Oscar
Aww.
right here. So he's so sweet. We raised him from a little baby, and everyone just loves to get to hold him. And we get to talk about different types of animals and their diets, and they just get to experience it up close, which is something, this is a first for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And they get to learn how to care for those animals, and if they see them in the wild, what to do. So we have a lot of touch points and get to, bring it to lots of different levels. So even little preschoolers can come in here and enjoy it, and adults always love to.
That's awesome.
hold
Yeah,
the
you have
snakes,
quite an
too.
array of animals in here. It's almost like a little mini zoo.
We have something for everyone. So if the snakes freak you out, we've got the cuddly guinea pigs. If you're into creepy crawlers, we've got the bugs. So a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And we love tying it into our science classes, and they get to learn how the energy transfers and all that when they eat the food and all that different kind of stuff. So we use this from everything biology to fossilization, all that kind of stuff. We we always have, everything is multi-purpose here.
Yeah.
These the noisemakers right
Oh
now.
yeah, they're noisy. They love to make themselves
Okay.
known.
There's some cockroaches.
Yeah, I'll pass.
It's funny because you you immediately went to pet the snake, but you see a little bug, and you, come on, really?
Snakes are fine, bugs are gross.
Snakes are fine, bugs are gross. Okay.
I finally got over my fear of spiders, so I would rather hold a spider than a hissing cockroach.
All right, let's head on back out that way. Okay, I'll follow you.
And if I walk in too fast.
Well, just no, you're fine. Just if you want to, we could just unplug the pink one.
Okay.
Here, let's do that. Unplug that. Let's pull it out.
There we go.
And now this. So this particular microphone,
Okay.
it's angled, so you just got to hold it in front of them. So just drop the mic right there. There you go. Let's follow them. And I'll tell you if you need to turn it up or not.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if you want to go back here or.
Well, we talked about this is the dig pit, right? So this is a casual, fun little pit where little play and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and this particular room, I believe you said it's like a cafeteria type?
Well, we do birthday parties, dino birthday parties in here, the jungle themed birthday parties. We use it for camp. Sometimes our groups eat lunch in here. So every little room has a time slot and it's scheduled out for different activities and different programming.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
So back that way.
We'll head into our cave back here.
The cave.
All right, so this is the third learning station that we have on our guided tours. This is our fossil replica room. So what's really cool in here, it gets to tie into what they learned, real versus replica, and we've got real trilobite fossils here. So this is Ohio State fossil, and the kids all get to make their own replica of these, and they get to take those when we use plaster of Paris. So they get to make those home, take those home with them.
Very
so they
cool.
get to learn a little bit about our fossil history here in Ohio and take that piece home with them.
Awesome. Very nice.
Okay. You said this room was a spillover room?
Yeah, sometimes we get huge groups. We've had groups of 80 here before.
Oh, wow.
So, we have to have a little extra space, and we'll do fossil replicas at these tables. Our summer camps will come in here and do some of their messier activities. You can see we've got some artwork up here because in the school year we have art classes and science classes, and they use this room for all that kind of stuff. Anytime we need a little extra space, we come back here for that.
Yeah, very cool.
I love that each room also, you really pay attention to taking what is just a normal building facility and turning it into little details, okay? So for example, we're in like a basement level right here, okay? But there's pipes. So what do? They've got like ivy draped along the pipes all over the place. In the areas where they're using like filler for like foam filler and stuff, they literally will color it, the color of like stalactites and stalagmites. So it's really neat that the amount of detail that you guys have put into the facility.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
I noticed like right away. So good job.
Yeah,
So,
very cool.
all right, I'll follow you guys. All right. Once again, folks, we're still on one level right now.
I didn't know if you wanted to show this room. This is one of the rooms that we use. This is what we call the mini lab. We use it for birthday parties, science classes. It just depends on the schedule, who, what, when, and where, what program's going on. So that's another one of our little rooms.
Take a quick peek in there. Show that.
That's got black lights too, so it glows.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
so we make our glow-in-the-dark slime in there for
Nice.
the parties
Okay.
and stuff.
Cool.
We'll take you guys up to our classroom.
Heading upstairs. All right.
Get the turtles.
Turtles. And we are glowing. There's black lights all over the place.
So this is one of our classrooms here. We use this for camp, Super Science Saturday. During the school year, we teach classes for those that are home educated. They can come here kindergarten through senior high and take their sciences, so they have more of a hands-on
cool.
opportunity. So you see the microscopes. That was from our microbiology class last year for high school. So we use this for many educational
that's really cool.
Yeah. So
I would have never thought about like homeschooling and like, having a place to go and take extra classes. You're stuck at home all day.
Yeah. And they seem to love it. And it's good for the parents because they want that solid science education, but then they also don't always want to get the beakers out and do it. All the, growing bacteria and all that stuff. So
awesome.
So this is one. And then we also use this one. This is another classroom in here that we use on a regular basis. So you can see, we've really done a doozy on the floor with our slimes and stuff. But we have, again, the science classes running during the school year that use this. The summer camp, Super Science Saturday, even birthday parties have been run up here for the wacky science theme. And astronomy. We do have the glow-in-the-dark room that we use to make our glow-in-the-dark slime and lots of other glow-in-the-dark activities always.
Awesome. All right.
Go. Let's do how'd you do that? Is it this button?
Yeah.
Right there.
So let's go walk over here so you guys can see. There's rooms all over the place, and there's little black lights everywhere that everything glows. Look at it. Look at this room, guys. It's totally cool. And it's funny because when you flip around, we flip around the corner, and just down the hallway, they've got planets hanging from the ceiling and stuff. I don't know. Did you even notice that?
I don't know if I saw the planets.
Watch when we walk Watch when we around the corner here. So you've got.
Oh, that's so cool.
These little planets or stars. It's like little, and then you go down here and look at this.
Oh, I just saw the paint, but I didn't see that.
Didn't look, right? I mean, it's totally cool. So, like I said, details, right? Focused on the details.
Trying to use what we have and make it exciting for the kids.
Sure. All right, let's head on. We're going to flip around now and go to the next portion, which that was just part A and B. There's still a C and a D, but we're going to head outside real quick, right outside the front entrance.
So this is another example of just trying to use our space. This was just a little grass spot, but what we did is we set up these little dig pits, and there's real Ohio fossils in there, and the kids can use these little flip charts to identify them, and they can bring them inside for little.
And there's
prize.
little information on there too about them. That's really
about
cool.
what each of the fossils are, and just a little more Ohio history there for the kids, and gets them outdoors too.
Yeah, especially on a nice day like today.
Now, stupid question. Okay, this part's outside. There's nothing to stop anyone from just digging. Is that encouraged or frowned upon? What's that? You know what I mean? To just come in and just stop by and say, hey, I want to check it out. You know what I'm saying?
We would love it if people were taking an interest in us. Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Just I wanted to ask because I just didn't know because it's basically open, open to the public. So
we would have no problem with that.
Okay. All right. Heading on in.
It's a small price to pay to get them into the door, right?
Exactly. So this is our Creation Education Museum. So you can see if you want to come in, you can. And this is all part of your admission, so it's all optional. And you come on in, and it starts with a question. So all of our exhibits will ask a question. They'll give you a key takeaway, and then you can dig in with all of this information here. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. You get to explore at your own pace, at your own interest rate, and what we try to do, you see behind you, our main goal is to give you the data, and what you can do is, you can interpret that however you want. Every time people come through here, what we always leave them with is, please continue to do your own research. Keep asking questions. We never want anyone to, take what we say at face value. We want you to keep asking those questions. That's how we learn new stuff. So that's how we've set this whole place up.
What are the odds a single protein could form exclusively through the blind interaction of chemistry?
Say love you, honey.
Love you, honey.
All right.
My husband brought me my keys because I was an idiot and locked them in the trunk.
Yeah, live TV, right? So let's get on in.
Alright, so this is our Creation Museum, and you can see we ask a question at every exhibit, and we go through all the different ways that you can explore origins. There's so many different ways. You can go through the fossil record and through geology. So we talk about that. We try to draw on Ohio history too. So we talk about geology of Ohio and what we find there. And what you can see right behind you is You Decide, and that's really our main theme of the whole thing is You Decide. And we go through living fossils, which are creatures still alive today. We delve into, dinosaurs and dragons. And this whole first part is just different origin theories. And then at the very end is when we'll get into, we like to look at things from a biblical perspective. That's what we're coming from. But again, we always encourage you to keep asking questions.
I think even for people who come from that biblical perspective, even just diving deeper and like really looking at both sides and all the different aspects of it is really, I guess, intriguing, because it's like you just think like, okay, this is what I believe it, and that's the end of it. But like, there's a lot more deeper truths kind of behind all that. So I think that's really cool to be able to dive deeper into all that. So
yeah, and that's why we set it up with those different levels.
Yeah.
Because everyone's coming from a different place, and we want it to be open to that.
awesome. Well, where would you like to go from here?
We're heading out.
Yeah,
Well,
we can
let's
head
go
right
outside. I like how you have benches too, if some people want to sit for a minute and kind of, especially if you got the kids and they're running amok, you're like, I'm just going to sit here. You do your thing.
Sunshine.
Gorgeous.
This is our outdoor park. So we have some play equipment. We have picnic tables set up all over. So we always encourage people, come take a lunch, stay all day. All of our tours repeat. So it can really be an all-day experience if that's something you want it to be.
Nice.
So we've got all different kinds of stuff. People are always excited because we've got that play equipment that no one else has anymore. We have, big merry-go-round, giant slide, big zip line. So
Nice.
stuff for little kids, and adults can have tons of fun back here
Nice.
too.
Let's go see some stuff.
Yeah, let's do it.
So dino hunting, you can shoot balls at the dinosaurs over there. We've got plastic balls.
That's funny.
This is our helicopter swing. And
Oh
this
my
is the only
goodness.
place
Oh my
I've ever
gosh.
seen it. It's really fun. You can take one kid and you pull them on the swing and they just go around like a helicopter. It's so much fun.
Very nice.
That is crazy.
Back there, it's kind of hard to see because the tree's grown up right now, but we have a little creek and you can cross it. And our summer camps, our biology students, they use that for part of their learning. They'll study what's in the creek, the life that's there, and they love to get muddy too.
That's the challenge zone over there?
Yeah, we've got a little swing bridge that they can cross, and you can see our little ropes they can climb over there. And we also have a little quiet picnic area too if families kind of want to be separate. So we have a few different stations for eating and relaxing. This is a newer feature right here. This is our low ropes course. It's so much fun.
Okay.
So we've got like balance beam, monkey bars, and you can see our big merry-go-round. That's so much fun. You don't have that hardly anywhere else.
Right.
And then we've got our huge slide. This is one of our big features over here.
Look at this one.
Oh yeah.
This is what I did when I was a kid. This is old school. I love it.
We hear so many parents say that. Oh, that's what I played on when I was a kid. So this is super fun. This is our big giant slide, and you can either take the stairs, you can climb up the little rope ladder there.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's funny.
So much fun.
So where's this famous zip line I keep hearing about?
The zip line is right, that tree house right over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a harness is there one available?
Yep.
Okay, well, guess what, Lindy? I believe it was you that volunteered.
I did.
So
I
here,
mean,
I'll take that.
I'm
microphone.
totally down for that.
I'll take the microphone and hey, go have some fun. All right.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna stay down here. I'm not afraid of heights. I just don't like falling. So I'm gonna put.
You're afraid of the fall
itself. It's the stop. It's the stop at the end of the fall. So let me. I'm gonna take this off and just unplug this. All right, so folks, let's take that off. All right, if you're listening out there, can you still hear me? Because I just unplugged the microphone. All right, turn that off. If anybody out there is watching, just just give me a hey that you can still hear us. So right now, as you can see, they're heading on up. So there goes Lindy. So yeah, what's really neat about this place is it is definitely like an old school playground mixed with a lot of new school technology, and they've kind of added that all in together. So I don't even know where she's going. So she's gonna go from there all the way down over to there somewhere. Okay. All right.
Just the phone, not the pad.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna take a walk around right now and just take a look. So you can see they've got playground intertwined with super neat stuff. There's a pavilion. There's a pavilion set up right here. Like they said, they have some old school merry-go-rounds. You see the big kind, that, you know, the old merry-go-rounds where you try and spin each other and throw each other off. You got over here, you've got the small ropes course. You said low to the ground. You can see all of that. It's all intermingled. And again, look at look at how much property there is here. You're driving by that building, you see the building over there. It's just this tiny little building that you drive by on Cleveland Maslin Road. But this is all, I'm not exaggerating. It's a football field and a half, maybe two, in terms of the amount of property that's back here. Which I'm gonna try and go down the slide to end the show. So you see they've got the big slide here. Looks like they're getting Lindy all harnessed up right now. But yeah, when they said zip line, I thought it was just going to be this teeny little thing. Well, no, they're not kidding. Is she going to try and film it with her phone? So yeah, she's getting suited up right now. She's getting suited up right now. Oh, they're hooking her up. So here's the line. It goes all the way down. She must land somewhere over there. They've got a ladder. Okay. This is a first. This is a.
All clear? All clear?
They're all clear. Here she goes. Here comes Lindy.
I'm gonna drop my phone.
Don't drop your phone. That would be bad. Here she goes. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. And she's coming back. Well, that looked fun. Oh, it's great. And again, folks, this is all right here, and then they're going to take her down. They're going to offload her right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the phone off the tripod here. All right, and I'm gonna walk around this way, and I've got a bag, little burlap sack here. I'm gonna grab my bag. I'm gonna head on up. They're getting Lindy unloaded right now. So what you think? Now, who would you recommend that for? For everybody, or
Everybody.
what about people that are scared? What do you think?
It wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go down the slide, and I'll meet you at the bottom of the slide.
That sounds good.
All right. So my little adventure is one where I am less likely to fall, I guess. So I'm gonna head on over here. So they got this big slide here too. Look at this. I'm gonna climb up this guy right now. I'm like, you know, we went live, we had all this fun little talk about this place, and now we're getting a chance to enjoy some of the fun. So this is a little bit of a climb here. It's a little bit steeper, or you can do the rope. I'm not gonna do the rope. All right, so you come on up here, head on in. Oh, the things we get to do with the 330. All right. And then I'm gonna, I guess let's just fix this and we'll go. I'm just gonna sit on it, that's okay? All right. All right, here we go. Oh, to be a kid. Okay, here I go. Going down the big slide. Did you get to film that at all?
I think I got a little bit of it.
Okay. All right, here I go. Oh, goodness. That's faster than I thought it was going to be. Oh, goodness. Woo! All right, so let's flip this around. Let's sign off. Let's hit the button. I did not die. You didn't die. Bonus. Let me flip the button. Okay. So, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. This has been great. Come on in here. All right, so again, right now, again, tell them your hours so that everybody knows.
We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. all the way through Labor Day.
Okay, so Tuesday through Saturday, and then you'd go into special winter hours. I think you'll open one day a week after that over the winter, right?
Saturday.
All right. So, guys, thank you so much for allowing us to visit. If you've never been here before, make sure you guys come and check it out with the kiddos. Are you over there? Yeah, you're over there. There we go. All right. So next week we got a fun one, as typically we do this time of year. She's all excited. So our show's going live right from the original Stakeout Studios at the initial 330 to go location, and that's at 128 Harcourt Drive. The event is open to the public, so we encourage you to come on out. We're going to be live at 2 p.m. We've got 2 brand new food trucks that are opening up, okay? So Johnny Latte's Latin Street Corn is opening up. They've been running now for about a month and a half. So they'll be in one driveway to my left. And then the Rib Factory is in the process of getting their truck up and running in the Akron area. And they'll be in my driveway to the right. So corn and ribs available from 3 to 6 p.m. So we're going to go live at 2. And then from 3 to 6, they're going to be serving food. So bring some bucks. Also bring a lawn chair if you want to, because there's going to be 3 local artists performing live right in my front yard from 3 to 6 p.m. Okay? So come check that out. We're looking forward to some good weather. So good vibes, prayers for good weather for next week that we get. If we could get this weekend, next weekend, that would be ideal. Okay? So until then, I don't know where I'm going, but there ain't no sense in being late. Everybody join me. Say goodnight, Shirley. We'll see everybody.